Access to affordable and reliable electricity supply remains one of the main objectives in this year's budget. The government is keen on finalizing ongoing development projects that are capital intensive for economic transformation. According to the draft budget policy statement, infrastructure, energy and ICT sectors have been allocated 509.4 billion shillings, which is 30% of total discretionary expenditure. Initiatives to increase electricity generation capacity and transmission, as well as crude oil exploration, appraisal of wells, and the early oil pilot scheme to enhance early commercialization of the crude oil discoveries will receive a share of the budgetary allocation. Kenya Power also expects more cash from the national coffers to fund the last mile connectivity project to push electricity connections coverage from the current 63% to 70% of Kenya by December this year.
We have been allocated about 25 billion shillings for purposes of carrying out last mile connectivity.
Kenya Power targets to connect about 1.5 million households and businesses by December this year to the national grid under the last mile connectivity project.
We are optimistic that we will meet the target of 70% by the end of the financial year and universal access by the year 2020.
The connections which have taken place have been as a result of targets which have been given to Kenya Power Lighting Company.
Last year, Kenya Power connected about 1.2 million households and businesses to the national grid, raising the total number of Kenyans connected to the national grid to 5.98 million. The government is also focused on increasing power generation by exploiting the vast geothermal, wind and solar resources. In the 2017-2018 financial year, 16.4 billion shillings has been allocated for geothermal development under the street lighting program, which aims at lighting towns and cities into 24-hour economy. An additional 52 towns will be connected this year.
We also have resources that have been allocated for street lights, and we have resources that have been allocated for purposes of mitigating the generation and distribution of power in the off-grid areas.
We target to implement this project in all public areas, including industrial and residential areas, commercial centers, roads, hospitals and universities, tourist attraction sites, public beaches, railways and public transport facilities, amongst others.
Caroline Jenga reporting for NewsHour Business.